T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey people, hello, how's everybody this afternoon? This show was scheduled for 3:30, but I had to push it to 4:30 because I was busy, I was doing something, so I said, look, I'm going to push it to 4:30 because I really want to do this show. Okay, so here I am. So please, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Please like and subscribe to the channel. That helps support me in the best way. Okay, so please like and subscribe. Right, so in the show today, we're going to be going through obviously the game last night. Disappointing result for us. I was gutted because I actually thought we was going to win, but we're going to be going through that. And also we're going to be going through sort of the facts of the day, sort of like, should Southgate stay or should Southgate go? Do you know what I mean? We're just going to gauge and see where you guys are at. Do you know what I mean? So big up to Aguna Gathering. I say this, I hope this is the right Guna Gathering because as me and Guna Gathering knows, there's been some problems with our channel. It's basically being hacked. Do you know what I mean? Our channels are being hacked, so I really hope this is the right Guna Gathering. But big up each and every time. He says, big up Rodz, best wishes from us. Big up to you. Steve, you'll never walk alone. Big up to you. He said, let's go, champ. Big up, man. Big up. He also says, Frogate, P45 now. Wrong. So the game last night was a game that I really anticipated that we was going to win. Okay. Wicked. Big up. Yeah, it is. Big up to you, man. Big up Guna Gathering. Big up love and respect, man. Yeah, we're chatting a week as well. We'll have a chat in a week, bro. Love and respect, my friend. So the game last night, I really anticipated that we was going to win. I already thought this was going to be our year, our time to win it. Do you know what I mean? With how the results have gone before with us in this tournament, basically what's happened, we've just done enough to win, which I think sometimes it's all about the result, not so much as how you play. Do you know what I mean? Because you can play perfect and and don't get nothing. So listen, full respect to the boys. It started off, I do think at the day that England should have kept the ball a bit better than they did. They did allow Spain to dictate the pace of the game and dictate how the game was gonna go. So that's one thing. The other thing was, I think that Kane at the day was dropping too deep. Steve, walk alone. He says, Frogate, bad tactics, knowledge, game plan. England wins the game. Lady Luck left Frogate in the final. Don't really agree with that, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. Do you know what I mean? Big up each and every time. Not Southgate. Harry Kane was dropping too deep, I thought. You know what I mean? I want him sort of like up there, do you know what I mean? To receive the ball, do you know what I mean? But yet He spent some of his time at the day in defence. Do you know what I mean? Also, as well, certain guys like your Saka, your Bellingham, do you know what I mean? And Foden wasn't really getting on the ball. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't really sort of like, getting on the ball and trying to dictate things. Do you know what I mean? So like it was a half at the day which ended up 0-0. Could have gone either way really. And basically they second half starts, right? Now we all thought Rodri comes off the pitch, yeah. We always thought, we have a chance, but that wasn't to be. Luke Shaw got left wanting. He listened there. He just got pulled out of position. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me just check this. Start these comments, and I'll read them in a minute. Yeah, Southgate got left out of. To me, at the end of the day, Luke Shaw got literally pulled out of position and just left a wide open space for sort of like for the 70-year-old kid of Yamal, yeah. He just like for him to pass it into that space, and then Nico Williams at the day just done the rest. Do you know what I mean? So we could have done without that, losing a goal so early in the first half. But we kept on battling. And all those good stuff. We kept on doing that, and then he made a change, and he brought on Carl Palmer, and he brought on Ollie Watkins, and I just think in that kind of changed it up a bit. It kind of like gave Spain something different to worry about. But however, the problem was still there. Is these players was not keeping the ball, and I'm sure at the end of the day, what it was with Gareth Southgate, I'm sure he said, look, you know what I mean? The main thing is at the end of the day is keep hold of that ball, but they didn't do it. So, they made a breakaway, and Bellingham cut it back, and yeah. All right, okay. So Southgate, I couldn't say Southgate. So Bellingham, they went to cut back, and then Carl Palmer from like coming from deep, puts in the back of net. I think at the day that was something that Harry Kane was trying to do. You know what I mean? He was trying to do that sort of thing of what Carl Palmer did. You know what I mean? But it just didn't work out for him. So excuse me. So then what's happened? You know what I mean? Game on. We would have thought in the day that England would have took the initiative from there, but they didn't seem to. They had a couple of good moments, but it didn't seem to. Then, in the 87th minute, Cucurella in the day, left-footed cross in the area. That reminded me of. It reminded me of like. It reminded me of what's that guy's name? Andy Robertson. It reminded me what he used to, because he doesn't do it so much now. But what he did at Liverpool that really got him recognised was like those getting forward and like sweeping that ball at the day inside the area, that low cross in the area, and like the attacker. What is it? I'm gonna look at my phone to see who it was. Let's see who it was. Look at my phone to see who it was. Yes. Okay. Oh, what's this guy's? Oh yeah. Oh, Zabala. What was it? What? I know. I'm just gonna call it Zabala. Zabala. You know what I mean? Because it's a long ass name. So Palmer scored in 73rd minute, and then Zabala scored in the 86th minute. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you have to say for that in the day it was game over. Because England tried, tried. I think the time I knew at the day that England, that this wasn't England's day, is when sort of like Danny Elmo cleared Ivan Toney's chance off the line. You know what I mean? That's when I knew at the day that fuck it. It's not meant for us. So, and that was it. Do you know what I mean? Because just some of the Spanish guys like Cucurella and co did started with their shithousery, faking injury and that to waste time. Referee bought it, and then next minute, that was it. You know what I mean? 4 minutes added on, 94th minute. I didn't even get properly to the 94th minute. It was just a couple of seconds before 94th minute, and he just blew the whistle and just said, "No, it's finished," and they won it. I've got to say that I feel sorry. I feel sorry at the day for England. Do you know what I mean? Because I do think at the day, right, contrary to what other people think, because everybody's got an opinion, contrary to what they think. I do think that Gareth Southgate is the best man that we've had for a long time. His record speaks for itself. 2 finals, count semi-finals. Do you know what I mean? Before that, as my friend said in the group that I run, before that, we was getting beaten by Vikings. No, it's true. We was getting beaten by Vikings. Let's have it straight. I know it sounded funny when I heard it, and I had a chuckle at that. But face it, it's true. We was getting beaten by Vikings. We struggling to get out of our group. We wasn't getting past the quarterfinals. At least at the day, sort of like he's brought a new kind of faith to sort of like the England team to say, well, look, we can do it, and probably contrary to what I think, probably one day we might do it. Do you know what I mean? Because what I feel in day, I feel it in day, no matter what. Because I was saying to my brother yesterday, I said, no matter what manager we get, no matter what players that we get, I just don't think we're meant to win these tournaments. Just don't think there's always something that goes wrong. Either we don't play well enough to win it, or we get a load of bad decisions go against us that shouldn't go against us, and we get knocked out in the sort of like in the quarterfinals or semi-finals. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think it's meant to happen for us. And then obviously you got people like your Spain, your France, your Greece, your Portugal, and all those sort of teams that that don't have trouble winning it, but it's just like England. You know what I mean? Look at Argentina in the World Cup. Yeah, you know what I mean? Lost, and then they I think lost one of their games and drew one of the games in the group stage. They just about got out of the group stage and they end up going along and winning the tournament. Do you know what I mean? I just think at the day. So I don't know if it's meant for us. I don't know. I mean, I've been watching. Trust me, I've been watching England for over 30 odd years. Yeah, you know what I mean. I've been watching England and just like, sometimes we don't qualify for the competition. Because remember, the times that we haven't qualified for the actual competition, we haven't qualified for the Euros and we haven't qualified for the World Cup. World Cup '94, yeah, we never qualified for that under Graham Taylor. Do you know what I mean? So I just think at the day, sort of like with Graham Taylor, with Gareth Southgate, I think we're blessed with him. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't like him. You know what I mean? But I think I honestly feel, at the day, that sort of like he's one of the best managers that we've had for a long time. There ain't no doubt. His record speaks for himself. Do you know what I mean? Let me look at some of the comments that's us going off. That was all for Rodz. These City players, especially, are not as good as we think. Foden is a fraud. Foden could have done better. Yeah, Foden could have done better. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? If England was to keep the ball better, he should have played players with ball ability. But then, that is true, Steve, but he made some changes in the day, right? And even they couldn't hold on to the ball. Do you know what I mean? You know. Uh, Steve says Kane, Bellingham, Foden, Rice all should be replaced. Should have been replaced at half time. Good shout. Good shout. Yeah, that's a good shout. I can lean towards that. Starting Kane because he's captain was a shocking decision. Watkins should have started. I can go along with that. I can go along. Me and my brother was having the same kind of like discussion yesterday. Do you know what I mean? And I said that the reason why he started him because he's captain, but you know there was a shout to start with Ollie Watkins, but then when Ollie Watkins came on, you know, it's not as if he changed the game as such. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's looking at what he done at Switzerland. You know, obviously under Switzerland, but it's not as if he changed the game because he couldn't get a hold of the ball. He couldn't get a hold of the ball. The sniper who shot Trump had better. You know, Steve, Hollywood, you're wrong, blood. You are wrong. Stop it. Stop it. Walker responsible for both goals. If Trent was there, if Trent Alexander, he would have got slaughtered in the press today. Of course, yeah. Of course, we all know that, Steve. We all know that. That's without a doubt. You know what I mean? In some respects, Steve, I'm glad he wasn't playing. It's puzzling to me that it took until the final for Southgate to realise that Kane was a shadow of himself. Good shout. Good shout. Good shout. Good shout. Spain are a ball-playing team. I'm going to call him Southgate. I'm not going to call him Frogate. Southgate should have played ball-playing players against them. Spain midfield ballers bossed hard-working players like Rice, Mainu, and Foden. Yeah, they did have that midfield kind of like wrapped up too much. When Palmer scored and England started to press Spain, Southgate should have made subs then. Okay. Is Southgate better manager than Ramsey? What, the one who won the World Cup? No, but I'm just saying that he's one of the better managers since then. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's better than like what, Ramsey? Sir Alf Ramsey. What did he win? What is that? What did he win? I know that sort of like. I do know at the end of the day. Hey, doors in the building. I do know at the end of the day, sort of like Matt Busby. He won the World Cup, didn't he? What did Sir Alf Ramsey do? England was never winning anything. It's in the DNA of the country to flop. Well, that's something like what I was saying as well. Man, scratching me. That's something I was saying as well, my friend. If Spain, if the Spain manager was managing England yesterday, England would win the finals. Well, we don't really know that, do we? But I hear you. Reaching semi-finals, losing finals is not success. I'm not saying it's success. I'm just saying that it's a massive improvement to what used to happen before. Because at the day before, we weren't even getting to the semi-finals. Really, we must have got semi-finals once on a Bobby Robson. Yeah, do you know what I mean? You know, so I just think in the day for a person today that's sort of like, really, I mean, kind of like didn't really have no managerial kind of like experience, you know what I mean? And to come through that setup with England, I just think in the day he's done well to get Liverpool, to get England to where they have got to. He's got them competing again. Do you know what I mean? Before England wasn't competing. I'm telling you. Big up, Steve. By the way, early doors football TV. Make sure you all go over and give Early Doors Football TV a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, big up, big up, big up, Uncle. Hope you are good. Yes, I am. Well, a bit gutted, my friend. Bit gutted, but we move, man. We move. We move. But yeah, big up to you, man. Southgate has zero tactical knowledge. Don't agree with that. Half time, bring on Watkins, Palmer, and Trent Alexander, Wharton, and go 4-4-1-1 and play TTA, Trent Alexander right mid, Saka left mid. Yeah, the only problem isn't there, as I say, when it goes wrong, we're all football managers. You know what I mean? We all are football managers in the day, right? Now, he could have brought those players on and we could have been in the same situation as we are now. Do you know what I mean? You just never know. I don't want to make sure I don't want to make sure I credit Spain. Credit Spain. For me, they are deserving. Yeah, I mean you have to say that in the end because they got they got the trophy, so you have to say they deserve winners. You know what I mean? And I suppose they didn't do much wrong. I suppose really, it's not as if they got away with endless amounts of fouls and this and that. So you know what I mean? It's all good. Big up to Spain, Spanish man. Them. Big up, big up. Pimp in distress. Big up, Pimp in distress, man. Big up. He says, big up, Uncle. Big up to you, my friend. Big up. Every time Southgate comes up against a decent team, he loses. No, because he came up against Holland. And we beat Holland. Do you know what I mean? So it's not every time he gets up against a decent team. I think in the day, it's sort of like in respect to Southgate, it's either you like him or you don't. Do you know what I mean? But I just say, look, at the end of the day, right? He's changed the concept of England, didn't he? Because he got England competing again. That's me. He's got them competing again. Because before, and trust me, before Southgate at the end of the day come in, we wasn't really competing. We were not in the last couple of tournaments. Even when we had Fabio Capello at the end of the day, which I wanted at the club for England manager. I wanted it, but you got to look at it. Yeah, he was never able to get past the quarterfinals. I remember one game we played it, and I think one of the last games we played, we got hammered, and they fought 4-1 against Germany. You know what I mean, Wright, Keane, Shearer, Josie, etc., have all questioned Southgate's lack of game knowledge. Yeah, they question it now. They question it now, but they didn't question it before. Even and they sort of like Ian Wright is that it wasn't sort of like 2 games ago he was saying that Southgate's a genius. So it's apple and pears, my friend. Holland is poor side. Not really. It's not really. Can't really say they're poor side because they got to semi-finals. Do you know what I mean? They got to semi-finals, so you know what I mean. And he could have beat what's in front of you. So not really a poor side. You know what I mean? If you get into the semi-finals, do you know what I mean? Not really a poor side, really. There's 70 new you inside inside there at the moment. Make sure you hit the like as you come in. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. Let me just check on the poll. Whilst I'm here, I'm gonna check on the poll, see what's going down on the poll. So tell me when I can close it. Close it. I've got a few shows coming up with, this week as also that I will notify you guys about. All right, let's see something here. On his lot. Yeah, so I just want to check my poll, man. Come on. Okay, so the poll as it the poll as it stands now is 20% says stay, 80% says go now, and undecided is 0. So what's leading the poll at the moment is 80% said he wants to go. That's what's leading the poll at the moment, G. Let me just get this off. So yeah, I think there's a massive majority said they want him to go now. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. Willie sing with 2 places. Okay, stop that. Well, I'm gonna sort of do a show tomorrow, and the show is gonna be entitled "Who Replaces Gareth Southgate." That's gonna be the show tomorrow. I see if I can grab a guest for me tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I'll see if I can do that. And yeah, as I said, it's only going to be a short show today. I just want to obviously go through, you know, yesterday's disappointing result. I wish at the day, so I was coming here, you know what I mean, and it was all going to be like, you know, great, good news. We're going to be celebrating and say that he's Southgate, and the day he's lucky, but yeah, man, he's still the man and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, and it's gonna be so because of the fact that there's a resounding go back on this again. There is a resounding majority of people that are saying that you know what I mean, that they obviously want him to go and that. Do you know what I mean? What I need to do is obviously in the day. What I need to do is see where we go from here now. See where we go from there in the way of like, you know, well, if we want to go, who do we get him next? Do you know what I mean? You know? Oh crap, what done here? That's it. Yeah, so you know what I mean, that's that really in the day is the next sort of like next move that we gotta make, I suppose. Right, so I am gonna end the poll now. So 20% says stay, 80% says go now, 0% is undecided. So I will end the poll now. Okay, I end the poll now. Okay. Okay. So the voting has officially stopped. Okay, let's read out the last few Steve, Walker, FI preparing for him to resign. Let's hope so. Need a new direction now. Okay. That's from Early Doors. Big up Early Doors, man. Enough respect. Marion's in the building. Marion says, Uncle Rodz, big up. Hollywood Rock, big up. Steve, big up. Early Doors, big up. And Guna, big up also. England team needs a new manager with new ideas. Okay. And Early Doors says 100%, man. Big up Early Doors, man. Big up. Right, guys, I am off now. Okay, thank you for joining me for this talk about, obviously the game yesterday. Couple of obviously different opinions, but I welcome all that. I welcome different opinions. Okay. Shall be back tomorrow, hopefully sometime tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, tomorrow with another show, and we're gonna try and look at who should get the job next. Okay. So Steve, big up. Early Doors, big up, and make sure you like and subscribe to Early Doors TV. Marion, big up. Let's do that. Pimpin' Distress, big up. Guna Gathering, big up. Excuse me. On Hollywood Rock, big up also. Okay, everybody else in there that I haven't sort of said, yeah, that's it. Do you know what I mean? So, guys, thank you for joining me. Big love and respect to you guys, yeah. And I'm gonna do this.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Yeah, I need to get out of here. Yo, hold on. Got another. Big up Marion and Steve's. He says, I stopped watching England after 1996 Euros, that when Liverpool played sexy football, Sexy football, Sexy football. Fuzzy Pud was great earlier. Yeah, he had a good show. He always has a good show. Yeah, he always has a good show. So yeah, so I should be back tomorrow, guys. Probably, I don't know, probably earlier. It depends. I'll see. I'll see what's happening. Southgate, do me a favor, please. Deep in it. So yeah, I would, yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like button. Please, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Do you know what I mean? Guys, I will see you very, very, very soon. Take care, love and respect. Peace.